Hello and welcome to the Planning Hub on the Whitewed directory, and we are joined again by the lovely Stephanie Hobbs, I should say Steph actually, of Venues Covered. Of course she's Whitewed approved, and as you will have seen from our previous video, she offers a whole host of brilliant venue decorations and as a venue stylist herself as well. So from everything from chair covers through to draping and lighting and lots of decorative finishing touches like signage. Signage actually is lovely, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And there's also post boxes and so on. So she really is a one-stop shop and has loads of knowledge on what works, which is why we're going to talk about venue sort of limitations and things to consider when sorting out all the venue styling and booking up your suppliers and so on. So I suppose the first thing would be what sort of style of venue it is really.
Yeah, I mean there are so many different types. You've got like the corporate kind of hotel styles that mainly deal with conferences and events. Then you've got barns, you've got social clubs, sports halls, even down to things like pubs.
Yeah, of course.
Function rooms and things like that. Each different venue has so many different options you can go for, limitations, but also potential.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, and I think that's the point. You almost just need to see it as a blank canvas, don't you?
Yes.
Right. However, a lot of corporate hotels might have quite a distinct brand look.
Carpet is the biggest issue with big hotels.
Yeah.
They always tend to be kind of quite garish, highly patterned and things like that. It's mainly due to being able to hide drink spills.
Yeah.
As daft as it sounds.
Well, it's the way it is, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, we've all had a few in ourselves. It's just what things happen. Yeah, okay. So I suppose, would you recommend to kind of go with those colour schemes and so on, or would you?
I would either suggest either going for totally contrasting, as long as a lot of the floor is covered.
Yeah.
So if you've got a lot of chairs, a lot of tables and things like that, go for something quite contrasting. Or if you're going to have a smaller wedding, go for something that does complement it.
Yeah.
So if you've got like yellows and oranges and burgundies in the carpet, maybe go down like the red route.
Yeah, and not maybe the bright blue or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and that kind of leads us on as well to like the limitations, because it's great, you've booked your venue and you think, yeah, I want all these things and that's great, but what about the venue and getting in? I mean, what about setting up? When will that happen? And
most venues are pretty good. I mean, we work sometimes 24/7. We've been into venues at 4 o'clock in the morning setting up. We've been back at 1 o'clock in the morning to take down.
Yeah.
Some venues, no issues. Some venues, particularly if they're hotels and, for example, they have breakfast in the same room that they have the ceremony, we can't actually get in until at least kind of 11, half 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got a 1 o'clock ceremony, that only gives us an hour and a half, because we need to make sure as well that we're out with plenty of time before the guests arrive.
Oh, absolutely.
Because otherwise it kind of takes away the whole mystery of the day.
Yeah.
And you don't want people looking at how your chair cover lady's there putting chair covers on. You want everyone to walk in and be like, oh wow, look at this amazing venue.
Yeah, so I suppose really it's being aware of those timings and actually asking the venue what the score is in terms of the setup, and then going back before you make your final decisions. Because then if they came to you and said, oh, we want full room draping, you'd be like, I'd love to.
Exactly.
But I can't. And it's just the reality of it, isn't
exactly.
it?
I mean, luckily most of the venues around kind of Swindon and Wiltshire we have worked with now, so we do know kind of their limitations. But every so often there is a brand new venue. So I am kind of asking the wedding coordinator what goes on, what's the norm, and things like that. Particularly for things like drapes, we actually suggest we meet you at the venue, particularly if it is a new venue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so then you know exactly what we're going to do, but then also we can check out things like how many doors there are,
absolutely.
How many windows, how many fire exits there are, can we cover fire exits, and things like that.
It's all the practicalities behind the scenes, isn't it? But that's the beauty of booking someone like Steph as well, because she does have the relationship with the local area and does understand, like she's saying, most of the venues. So, and that kind of leads us on nicely to a lot of the scammers that we keep hearing about, especially on social media, of which there are far too many, and it's really sad because so many people are losing so much money. Awful. And we were chatting earlier, and one of the key things is if it looks too good to be true, it is.
Basically,
just.
I mean, I keep my ear to the ground with a lot of these things, and sometimes the offers that are
they're mad.
They are mad. I mean, I actually had a bride, bless her heart. She actually went to the National Wedding Show. and she met a company there, and they were going to do the entire venue, drapery, popcorn machine, candy flasks, centerpieces, the whole works. She booked it on the day, she got it half price.
Whoa.
But she had to pay in cash.
In cash.
On the day, and that booked her in.
Oh.
About 8 months before the wedding, she came to like double check everything, that she needed to get them down to the venue to do measuring, stuff like that. Totally disappeared.
Oh, and that's the worst thing. So anything like cash booking or huge offers on the day or no booking form, no receipt, no terms and conditions, maybe only a Facebook page and not a website. Alarm bells really need to be ringing.
Yeah, I mean, I also suggest meeting with the vendor as well.
Yeah.
So either meeting with them at the venue, if it's something like the drapes and things like that, something that actually needs to be designed, or meeting them either at their premises if they work somewhere else, or even if they work from home, just say, would you mind either coming to my house or...
So that you get a bit of seriousnness out of it. It gives you confidence then, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Sort of continue with that booking process.
I mean, we've just created a consultation room in our house, so it means then brides and grooms are able to come to my house, you know exactly where I live, which can give a lot of confidence.
Just offers reassurance, doesn't it?
Exactly,
Absolutely.
Yeah. But then also it means you can see that we've got this room, it's dedicated to the business.
And it's beautiful and it gives inspiration as well. So it's everything that somebody of your business nature should be offering.
Exactly. And as well, we've got all like our insurances up on the wall. We've got things like where we're members of, so like the Whitewed directory. We've got our awards on the wall and things like that. So then, again, it's all extra little bits of reassurance that you can say, yes, this person definitely, 1, knows what she's doing, 2, has been in the business for a long time, and 3, is someone good to work with.
Yeah, and also that as well, later on down the line, that your venue's heard of. Because most venues in the local area will have worked with most local suppliers at one time or another, so that's another good thing as well. So if people start saying, I've never heard of them, unless they're a brand new business and they've only been going for a few months and they're completely kosher, just be aware of that.
Yeah, so I mean, the main thing is kind of ask if they've got liability insurance.
Yeah.
Because
and actually ask to see it.
Exactly. Yeah. Every good business has liability insurance because it covers them but it also covers you.
Exactly.
If they're working with lighting, PAT test certificates.
Yeah.
Now sometimes you don't get them printed out, you actually get little stickers.
Yeah, but as long as it's
that.
and the thing is, if you ask somebody and they go, "What's that?" Well, there you go.
Exactly.
Your question. Yeah.
Exactly. If they're willing just to say yes, here it is, or if you give me a day, I'll be able to email it to you.
Yeah.
Things like that. You know, as long as it's, you know, kind of not long drawn out and things like that, then.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So that's it really. So key venue considerations, sort out the venue, what timings you can get in, what will be, what can happen, bearing in mind the timings of your day and anything else that's going on within the venue, and watch out for those scammers. Thank you so much for joining us, Steph.
Thank you.
As I say, venues covered, Whitewed approved. See you on the next video.